Hello and welcome to this edition of the Simplicity Lifestyle channel. My name is Tiki and I'm taking a big trip from the United Kingdom all the way to sunny Barbados during the COVID pandemic. Did I make it? Were all the protocols in place? And was it a seamless journey or beset with problems? Well, to find out, keep watching. You may learn something as well. So, without much further ado, let's get into the cycling titles and let's go to Barbados. Woo! Okay, hopefully you can hear me. So on the flight now, and I've got to use my microphone like this because everything is so loud. Got on the flight and it was supposed to be a full flight, but so many people cancelled and there's hardly anybody on my flight. I mean, look at the seats next to me. I feel like I'm in first class anyway, and I'm flying economy. Anyway, everything has been absolutely seamless with British Airways. The few people that are on the flight are really friendly and everyone's sort of chatting and stuff. We have to stay in our seats and we have to keep our masks on unless obviously we're having a drink, we're eating. But other than that, we have to stay in our seats and only one person at a time can go to the toilet. But so far so good. We've had a little bit of turbulence, but besides that, it's super. British Airways really have surpassed themselves as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely wonderful. So I've now arrived at the hotel for quarantined guests entering into Barbados, and it is gorgeous. So without much further ado, let me take you and give you a mini tour of my hotel room. Right, I've turned off all the lights now just to get that real ambience. Walking in, the bathroom is just there, and then walk through the kitchenette area, the fridge, microwave, desk, TV. There's my huge case that was seriously overweight. Look at that bed, that's a king size bed. Wow, this is a seriously sofa there, and opposite you've got a little coffee table and two chairs there. And if we go towards the window, let me open these curtains. Ooh, I've got a balcony. Oh, I love the sea. Oh my god, I can see the sea from my room, from my balcony. Look at that. Oh, this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I am at one of the designated hotels in Barbados that has to quarantine incoming guests to the island, and I have to say this hotel is absolutely stunning. It's right on the beach, as you can see, and being quarantined in this hotel is actually not a bad thing at all, because when you have all this, then what else do you need? So the journey here has been quite fraught at times because nobody really knew what was going to happen, and I was lucky enough to be one of the last people to get on the flight to come to Barbados. From what I hear, the airlines will be shutting down taking people from tier 4 on their flights. Whether this is true or not, I don't know, because you know something about hearsay. It starts off with one thing and it mutates into something else. Anyway, my experience has been this. Everyone had to wear their masks in the airport. On arriving on the island, I mean, the people are just so warm and welcoming. As soon as our plane landed, The pilot came out and said, you know, goodbye to everyone. I'd like to thank BA and their staff for such a beautiful flight, and everything was seamless and everything was very calm and collected. So that really helped with the journey, especially with what's going on. People are feeling very anxious and fraught. So BA did a really good job. Anyway, after arriving in the island, we were met by a little bus which took us to the main terminal. It was a very short walk, but because it was raining, they put us in the bus, which was really sweet. So we were on the bus for like 45 seconds and then we sort of stepped off. There was a little bit of a queue, to be fair, but what I think is wonderful about this country is that they're taking this extremely seriously, because Barbados relies heavily on the tourism industry. So they can't afford to have people coming here and being very, very ill, because that would put other people off coming. So as said, got into the queue, a little bit long, but there was a doctor on hand checking all the PCR results, and that's for the COVID-19 tests. And obviously you had to have a negative test when you enter into the country. And as soon as we were put through that, then we went through immigration control, and then we had to report whether we were going to stay in a government facility, because everyone's got to quarantine when they come to Barbados for at least 5 days, or whether you had booked private accommodation, which was government sanctioned. Now luckily for me, I'm in a place that has been paid for, so it's not a government facility, even though I have been told they are absolutely sufficient. I didn't expect to have a resort like this, where the beach is just like a stone's throw away. As you can see, it's behind me, and it is absolutely extraordinary. So after going through all the protocols of where are you staying and taking your temperature and getting all the necessary information to track your movements in Barbados, they got a taxi for me. The taxi brought me to the designated hotel, where I was met in reception. Again, a few more forms were filled out, and they explained the process. They give you a sheet where you have to take your temperature every day and you have to record it. Obviously you're given an emergency number, so should you feel unwell, you can call them. So everybody on the island has to come in with a negative test, and then 5 days from the previous test that they had, they have to undertake a second COVID-19 test to ensure that they are still negative. If that is the case, then you are free to walk around the island. And it really, you know, the way that they've set everything up is second to none. What I'm going to do now is go to reception, because when I arrived yesterday, when people arrive, they are given a red wristband to say that they have to be quarantined, so it easily identifies them. So if they're out on the street or wherever, they will get fined. Yeah, they can take their band off, but if you get caught, you're gonna find out what for. But stupidly, I thought it was just for the airport, so I took it off, only to realize that I have to have it on at all times. So I'm just going into reception to see if I can get another wristband so I don't get into trouble. So here we are outside the reception area of the hotel, and this is what you're met by, this sign here. So on entering the reception area, as I said to you, everyone has to record their temperature every day. So before leaving the UK, I ran out to my local Superdrug and got myself a couple of thermometers. But I didn't really need to do that, because as I came into the hotel lobby, they had a thermometer meter which takes your temperature. So I'm going to take my temperature now. So this is basically what you do. You go up to the machine and you do this. It reads it, and then it tells you what your temperature is. So I've just come from reception, as I've said, and I've got my new wristband, and they gave me an extra one just in case this one comes off, because the ones that they give you at the airport are very, very robust. But stupid me thought it was just for the airport. So what did I do? I took it off before I had a shower, thinking that, yes, I'm free of this wristband, only to realize that I needed it until I was safe of COVID after my second test. Okay, well, we've just come out of swimming, and we're now going to go and get some breakfast. So here we go. Okay, so now we're just waiting for breakfast. Still trying to acclimatise to Barbadian timing. but getting there slowly. Just having that swim really did sort of wake me up and stuff, so all is good. So I can't wait to see what's on the menu for breakfast because I'm starving. Hello, yes, I'm back. Well, I've been up this morning, got up at 7 o'clock Barbadian time, and I think in England you're 4 hours ahead. So got up, had a lovely swim in the pool because we're not allowed to leave the grounds or anything. We're not allowed to obviously go on the beach or anything. We've got to stay on the confines of the hotel, but it's gorgeous as you've seen previously. So I had a lovely swim. After having a swim, I went and had cooked breakfast, which consisted of bacon, freshly fried eggs, some lovely potatoes, sort of like done in garlic and chilies. Yes, they did that. First thing in the morning, some chilies, hot chilies. Ooh, but I love my chilies, the hotter the better. And that was washed down with lovely passion fruit juice and a cup of Earl Grey tea. After that, just sort of sat and watched the world go by and watched the sea. I feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and now I'm doing some admin before I ring some friends and check in with them to make sure that they're all right. Seeing that England, some of England has gone into tier 4. Wow, when I go back, we're not into tier 10. That means we'll all be in bodysuits and stuff like that. Oh, God forbid. Every day I've got to take our temperature. So I've taken my temperature and I filled in my chart like a good person should. And I'm desperately trying to get through to the centre to book myself a COVID test for tomorrow because I don't really want to be stuck here Christmas Day by myself. So, yeah, I'm going to keep trying because everybody's descending on this one line. So yeah, hopefully I get through and hopefully I get an appointment. Okay, until I record more, I'll see you later. Bye. Well, hello, it's the evening now and I'm really shocked. It's been a lovely day and it's been really hot, and it's my first full day in Barbados. I think with the jet lag and everything, I'm trying to sort of get into the Barbadian or Bayesian time, which meant yesterday I was kind of up for almost 24 hours, and now I'm going to shower again because it is so hot and my air conditioning is going like the clappers. So on that note, I'm going to wish you a good night and I hope you're all well. So until tomorrow's filming, au revoir, bye. Well, I've just returned from having my COVID-19 second test and everything was very orderly and very quick. So I'm really pleased about that. So yes, I feel a little bit more de-stressed now that the second test has been done. And now I'm just going to really soak up this hotel, soak up the view and soak up all the amenities that are available to us within, obviously, the COVID quarantine restrictions. But even with the restrictions, I feel as free as a bird. It's so beautiful. And as said, when you've got that to look at from your bedroom, hotel room, window, balcony, call it what you will, then you know what, it's paradise. Well, this is the last day of my filming. Just to let you know that I have received my negative certificate to say that I am COVID free. So now I am free to roam the island. It has really been such a journey with all this COVID stuff going on and all the protocols that have been put in place. But I have to say, it really was worth it. And now I feel confident going around the island, free as a bird, and enjoying the sun and the rum punch. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you take care, wear your mask. Take care, over and out. Bye.